can you share one thing you'd like your Malaysian fans to know about you?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, what's your favorite color?
Favorite color is probably green. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I feel like that's something you don't really get asked once you get older, but people should ask that question more.
Oh yeah, for sure. So your your name, you're actually the first artist to be inspired by a politician when it comes to choosing a stage name, Mitt Romney. So what made you choose that name?
It was like I was just with my friends who were in the band at the time,
Yeah.
and then it was just like, what if we called it Ritt Momney? That'd be crazy. And then that's how it went from there. Yeah, it was kind of just like a random little fun little thing that has stuck since
Yeah,
then.
it's cute.
So
I like it. It blew me away. So your rendition of Corinne Bailey Rae's "Put Your Record On" is beautiful. To be honest, when I have a bad day, that's the first song that comes into my mind. And I used to think about Corinne's version, but now I think about your version. So what made you want to choose that song?
kind of just um, that feeling that you're describing, like it really is like a perfect like pick me up song.
It really is.
And yeah, I mean, I recorded it like right after the pandemic really started,
Yeah.
and lockdown was happening and everything,
Mm.
and it was just like a perfect pick me up, I guess. And that was why I wanted to do it, basically.
It's so great. So actually, Corinne was so surprised that song got any sort of hype. You know, she received a Grammy nomination for Song of the Year, Record of the Year. How do you feel about the success with that song that you created? Your rendition of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super surprised as well. Like, I actually got to talk to her a little while ago,
Oh,
like
cool.
on a Zoom call, and yeah, we kind of related in that way. How it was like you were just like doing music, and then this one song that we put out happened to blow up, and it happened to be the exact same song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's like an amazing song. I think it definitely deserved to blow
Oh,
up.
yeah.
It's like one of the best pop songs ever. But um, yeah, it can be crazy when you're just like a musician, and then all of a sudden this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah.
Then you're on a Malaysian interview.
Exactly. You're literally so loved here. That song is crazy popular here.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, let's get a little personal. So when we talk about music, do you remember the first time music had an emotional effect towards you?
Like my music taste was kind of just my mom's music taste for a really long time. It was like the Beatles, and then like a few other like songs that she like Put Your Records On being one of them. But I think the moment I like when I was maybe in like middle school, I started trying to find my own music.
Yeah.
And the first thing that I found that I really loved was James Blake's first album.
Ooh.
And that was like yeah, that was probably the first time where I was like, whoa, this feels like it's actually like changing how I'm feeling right now. This feels like important.
Yeah, well, I have you know that your music makes people feel things, so that's cool that you do that. So speaking of your music, what's your favorite song that you've ever written or played or created, and why is it your favorite?
Probably my song called If the Book Doesn't Sell.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
kind
I
of about.
love that for your album in 2019. Nice, love
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
thanks. Yeah. I think it's my favorite just because it's just because of like the responses I've gotten from people saying that like it like helped them like feel less alone in like what they were dealing with, and like definitely more than any other song I've put out, people have like said like this like really describes how I'm feeling and this really helps me. And so that's like the coolest feeling ever.
That's
to like
great.
to feel like I'm actually like doing something for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brilliant songwriting, I must say.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.
So, how do you think TikTok helps artists and their music?
I mean, for me it was huge. Like
Huge.
yeah, like it's interesting like how quickly it can happen on TikTok. Like, and how randomly it can happen too. Like it's you do have people like, now you have people kind of like trying to manufacture the next TikTok hit. Like, oh, we can, I bet someone could make a trend out of this part, and and that kind of stuff. But then I think there's also a lot of people who are just like making music at home, and then just happens to be found by TikTokers, and it's just like right place, right time kind of thing. But and I think it's huge for those people. Like I think the industry, the music industry, is kind of trying to corral it in and like kind of have more control, because when TikTok first came out, it was like, whoa, we have no idea what's gonna blow up, so like we need to figure something out. But I think it's really cool how it kind of puts more of the power back in the hands of like the creators.
Yeah, that's cool. So, two more questions before we call it a night. What's next for you? What's next for Ritt Momney?
I'm working on an album right now.
Oh yes, I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm excited to put more stuff out. I'm excited to see how like the Put Your Records On fans feel about it, and yeah, I'm really excited to put more stuff out. It'll be a really good time.
Nice. So last but not least, what is your message to all your Malaysians out here?
Thank you guys. Like it's really like for me to be able to do like what I love to do, like it really does take people like supporting me, and I feel like it's really easy for people to for people who have people listening like around the world. Like I've noticed this, like sometimes I can kind of like become too self-aware and like too self-centered, and then I need to take a step back sometimes and realize like this is really all because there are people who believe in my music and like it and stuff. So yeah, thank you everyone in Malaysia.
Fly FM.